Hi friends, it's Terri Gaines. In my previous video tutorial, I share a fun fold card featuring the Waterside Retreat Designer Series paper. The video tutorial gives you the measurements and all the details to recreate this card. For the cards in that video tutorial, my decorative elements are from one sheet of the Designer Series paper, and the card bases are from other sheets of the Designer Series paper. I'll show you a little bit more of that in a moment. But in that video tutorial, I walk through all of these decorative elements, how I created them, and created them for these fun folds. Well, what I decided to do was create a video showing you the decorative images and utilizing them on just regular cards. And as I mentioned, in that video, I go into more detail on how I put all of these elements together. In this video, I have 19 cards to share with you that I created a decorative element from this one page of the Designer Series paper. I think you're going to love this Designer Series paper as much as I do. So I will link you to this video tutorial so you can get all the details for the fun fold. But as I mentioned, for this, I'm sharing some decorative elements for a regular card. So this page, it's 12 by 12. You get 2 each of these in the packet of Designer Series paper. And just look at those beautiful designs. So I'm going to give you a suggestion. You can cut this how you would like, but I like to cut this straight across right here. That allows me to separate this top section. Then I'll make a cut down here. I can separate this section, and then I can cut that and separate this section and these sections. I have cards created with this entire page of Designer Series paper. As I mentioned, you get 2 each of those. This is the back side of that. And the rest of the prints in there, you get 5 other prints. So this is that portion right here. I just cut a little section here to visually show that on my sampler. Then you have a print that has these seagulls and the sky. The back side is a plaid. You've got this print that you can cut out. You have a wood grain on the other side. You have this beautiful print of fish. And then you've got this on the other side, all of these elements. All this Designer Series paper you can use as layering, or some of them you can cut out for decorative images. This is the back side, and then you have a print of bicycles and a side with the pool party seagull print. So I no longer have full 12 by 12 sheets of all of this, so I have just my sampler. So what I'm going to do is walk you through all the cards that I've created with this. I will have photos of these cards on my blog. My blog is createwithterrigaines.com. In the text portion of this YouTube video, there'll be a direct link to the blog post to see the photos, and the previous or the video tutorial for the fun fold will be also in the text portion and on my blog. And then I'll link on the bottom of the store all of the product I use for my cards. So the first card I'm going to share with you is a card created with this element. A couple of the products that I included for my projects were embossing folder. That is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. It's one of the larger ones that will fit your full 5.5 card base in that direction. And then I usually just put in a 8-inch piece here. But what I did in this case was I just put the card, I folded the card base, put it in the folder, and then texturized the inside and the outside of the card. So the dies I've used for these are the branching out dies. Now, I do want to let you know they're on the last chance list. They're reduced in price and they're low inventory. I'm not sure how long these dies are going to last. I use them throughout the cards I'm going to share with you. But if you have a different die set that's going to work for you, you definitely could do that. So for this first card, I cut out this panel with the decorative die and one layer up with the meadow moss or mossy meadow, and then have the same color card base. So that's that first card here. Now with this panel is the one I demonstrated in my fun fold video, where I cut this one in half, made 2 panels, and let me show you that card. This is the one I demonstrated. So it's from at the outside of the card and then the middle section of the card. What I did for this card, these two cards, was I cut that and I did create the labels. I added mossy meadow for my layer for both of those. I added the cattails just like I did on that video tutorial that I've referenced already. For these banners, which I used the 3 banner punch for those. And then I also use the banner saying stamp set quite a bit throughout these series of cards. I punched the banner out of the designer series paper and then I stamped directly on there. These are die cut from the foam adhesive sheets and colored in with blends. And then I have my layering. So I was able to turn this panel into 2 cards. So that's what I did here. Now, when I got to these 2 sections, what I did was I created, this is my card for the top piece. Now, if you can, I'm going to just give you some tips here. So my top layer, I have this section in the middle, and then I have designer series paper on the top and bottom. I'm going to show you how I did that, but using a different part of the designer series paper. What I did was I cut this panel, put it on basic white cardstock, die cut that, and then die cut my section from designer series paper using the same die. I like to tear away from me so the white is on the back. And then I also like to just rough that up a little bit, and then you can adhere that to the bottom. So that's an example of how I created this version here. And then I used the designer series paper to cut some elements. I used the blending brushes to color that in. I show you that information in my previous video. My previous video is a tutorial that walks you through different things. This video is just to give you details on these cards that I created. So I created that with this panel right here. I was happy with how that one turned out. For this panel, I did something similar, but what I did different on this one is my top elements, instead of designer series paper, I die cut white cardstock. I texturized it with the embossing folder, but what I did was I put my elements on an angle to get that diagonal plaid, and then I sponged on, or not sponged, blending brushed a light coating of pecan pie, both on that and the next layer up. And then I cut the different elements and I kind of color coordinated that one. So very similar to the previous card. That's what I used, how I created a card with that element. So now let's go to this element right here. I just shared that, a little bit about that, and showing you this. So that's exactly what I did here, was I created it to create it like this. This is a designer series paper layer. I'm not going to give you measurements on my layers. You create them, if you're going to duplicate these cards, create them with whatever layering width that you want. Maximize your paper, or you can even fill the whole card front in. And then I fussy cut around a couple of the fish and added those. Several of these I don't have sentiments on the outside, and they're going to be very versatile for so many different occasions. Most of my cards are birthday cards that I create. So that's how I created this card. Now for this card, I will tell you that in hindsight, I wish I would have used very vanilla cardstock, but I used the basic white. The same scenario, I adhered it to my basic white, die cut it with some white on the bottom, put my sentiment right there. I tied some of the linen thread around here in a knot, and then I sponged, I keep saying sponged, I used the blending brush, added color to my pecan pie cardstock. I added pecan pie ink to it, and it just darkened up those layers. Have a layer of pecan pie with a 3D plaid embossing folder, and then I sponged the card base as well, just to darken that up. But if I was to recreate this card, I would probably use very vanilla instead of basic white right there. So that's that card for this one. Now I'm going to go to this one. This one, this one was a little bit challenging for me, but what I decided to do was cut it right here, use this element for one card, and use this element for a different card. So let's talk about this element first. What I did was I took that and I turned it. So if you were to turn this element right here, layer, is cut right from here. So that was my outside layer, and my first layer that I put that onto was the Fish Designer Series paper. I used Mossy Meadow to do my second layer, and then just a strip of the same paper with Mossy Meadow behind. This is again where I punched the Designer Series paper and then stamped directly on there. My go-to ink color is basic gray. It's very neutral. It goes with almost every color. So that's what I created for this section. Now for this section, I actually ended up cutting it in half, or I cut it, I believe, right here. And I die cut the top section and the bottom section to pull those apart with the Fish Designer Series paper in the center. So like this is a little bit different than I did this one. I used the same Designer Series paper to create the banners, but then I just stamped happy on this one and birthday on this one and added some fish. And then I did bring in a little bit of the soft sea foam color right there, just to get a little pop of color there. So that's what I did for those two, or what I did with this one, I created two cards. So now let's look at this one. This one I did very much the same as my video tutorial that I've been referencing. You'll have to look at that video tutorial to see how I put two of the largest oval, rectangle with the rounded edges. I used that die to cut there, and then I have two of them here for the background, and I covered the seam up with a strip of Designer Series paper. So for this card, on my fun fold, it was an outside and an inside section. I just created two cards with that. So I did the same element design, and then I just have two different Designer Series papers layering those together. So I really love bringing that Mossy Meadow in, just that richness of that color. So let's look at this element. Just like my previous video, I cut this one right in half, and then I was able to die cut two out of the top section and two out of the bottom section. And this is the top section. So what I did was I die cut. I'm hoping all of this is making sense. So if you can see that this die cut is from that section, this die cut is from that section. Again, there's some extra basic white on the bottom, so I die cut another basic white just to cover that up with a torn edge. Did a foam adhesive die cut here, colored in with blends, and then on this one I just stamped a sentiment from this banner saying sentiment. And then I have pool party for my color choice on this. So these I think turned out really nice. Great thinking of you cards. So that was the top two sections. For the bottom, I created two sections as well, very similar to what I did in that video tutorial. So when you cut that, let me put one on each side. And when you cut that right in half, and actually what I did, I showed this on the video, I did not cut this in half. Let me rephrase that. I die cut one end and then die cut the other end. I did not cut them in half, but you could cut it in half, create rectangles and not have to die cut. Then you can layer rectangles on top of that. So you do what works best for you. It might be hard to tell because this camouflage is in. I took this wood grain paper and that's layered over the white piece because with this particular die, it doesn't go the whole length of the die, so there's white cardstock in the back. Same here. But here, you know what? I didn't fasten this down very much, so I could pull that off and show you. You can see the paper only goes down that far. Die cut another piece of designer series paper with the same die, tear it, and then put more adhesive on here than I did. I put very little so I could pull it off and show you. And then that really camouflages it. And what's nice about this designer series paper, you can stamp right on some of those images and they make a very nice decorative element for your card. So with this one panel, I created 4 cards with it. So let's talk about this panel right here. Or you know what? Let's talk about these two. Let's talk about this one first. This is a very small element and I was very pleased with what I did with this one. I put it right in the center of a piece of cardstock, used the smaller die, and it's oriented this way, and cut it, and then put the ends on with designer series paper, just like I've been talking about. I used that 3 banner punch to get them little flags to tuck underneath. And then that large die, I die cut that, and then I did put it in my embossing folder on an angle to get a diagonal plaid design there. So that's what I did with this individual piece right here to create a card. So that turned out, I was happy with that. For this one, I almost was going to use it for an inside sentiment, but then I did that same trick I've been showing you, put this in the center of a piece of design or basic white, die cut it. So you can see it's right in the center. I used the piece of designer series paper with the life jackets and the canoe oars. And then I did the same thing for that, stamped directly on there, and then have some of those decorative elements cut out. And then I did use that plaid for the card base, that embossing folder. So that's what I did with this element. Now we'll jump up to this element. So what I did was I brought in Mossy Meadow for that card, and I die cut the entire piece out, and then just some basic, these are simple cards. I have designer series paper in the back. I have the card base is textured with the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder, another layer behind the designer series paper, and the 3 banner punch. And then I did cut out one of the fish just to add some decorative elements to that. So that's how I used that. And the last one I have is this card. And I did that very similar to what I did in the video tutorial on covering up the sign. So it's no longer an ice cream shop. It's just, you know, with the outside sentiment. And then I have designer series paper. So this is slightly different. Let me bring in, this is what I did for that previous card. And this one I use the, this is gray granite and that wood grain paper. And then I fussy cut around one of the bicycles and just have that like it's sitting in front of the shop. So those are the 19 different cards that I created using just this one designer series paper, many of the other prints in the packet. And I wanted to show you this for inspiration and a starting point. So you can utilize and recreate the cards like I did, or just use some of these decorative elements for an inspiration to be creative. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. I would appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking my YouTube videos, and sharing them. And I appreciate everybody who watches. Take care and happy creating.